part of me wants to shed a tear. People are so kind. People are so kind. I posted a little transformation video because I was feeling sappy yesterday, because, you go from being, for me personally, I was in like the best shape of my life at the time. I don't know. Yeah. I was really in tune with my body, and I was really finally starting to like understand myself. And I was in a really good spot with fitness. And then to go from that to learning how to walk again, it sounds like I'm being dramatic. Like, it could always be worse. I could have blown out my ACL. I could have blown out my PCL, my MCL, any of that. I could have had to redo my knee, and I didn't. And it's not a comparison thing. It's not a how hard my knee surgery recovery is versus how hard someone else's is, because I'm going through something different. It's just the fact that it's such a tough mental battle. And when you're in such a high place, and then you go to being here in overnight, I mean, at least for me, this surgery, it was supposed to be the beginning of July, and then it ended up not happening until the end of August, because I had stuff going on. So it was just like a waiting game. I was still able to work out. I was still able to go to the gym and do these things. And then just overnight, it's just taken from you. And I know it probably seems super corny, but we take so many things for granted, especially just being able-bodied and having the ability to move and exercise. It's a beautiful thing, and so many people take it for granted. Like, on this like journey that I'm on right now, I don't want to say I'm being closed-minded, but it's tough for me to kind of understand other people's mindsets who don't want to take care of themselves and don't want to go to the gym and eat healthy. I'm extremely blessed that I don't have a super long recovery, but like I was saying, it's not a comparison thing, and it doesn't matter how long I'm going to be out for. It's just a mental battle of how strong can you be during this process, and it's tough because I'm also a personal trainer, so now I can't work as well. So when you take the two things away that I love, my job and taking care of myself, when I can't do those things, it's tough. But I have taken this time. I've taken this time to really reflect on what I want to do with my life and how I can help others, and how my purpose in life can be fulfilled by helping others. And I've done a lot of reflecting, and I've been able to figure out my nutrition. I've gone on a new journey since having this injury, and that's also another reason why I wanted to go on this new diet lifestyle, if you will, is because for the past 2 years being vegan, I've had a really hard time gaining muscle. And during this recovery, I knew that it was going to be really hard for me to gain muscle as well. So I figured this would probably be the best time to change my diet. What I was trying to say at the beginning is I made a little video of me working out and doing my thing before I got injured, and then talking about how nobody talks about how hard it is to go from that to now being in recovery. And I just had so many people reach out to me, and I just feel very supported, and I really appreciate everyone that's reached out to me. Even like I posted it on YouTube, and hey John.
Hi.
And my neighbor, strangers are reaching out to me saying like kind things. So I just think it's awesome, and I think people need to stop being so mean to each other.
Your knee coming along?
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Day by day, just have some.
Better now?
Yeah, some good days, some bad days, but I just need to take it easy and do the physical therapy,
Yeah.
I'm about a month now. So, day by day. See? People are so nice. They're just checking in on me. That's all. I guess I could tell you guys what I actually had done to my knee. So they thought that I tore my meniscus, okay? So back in 2017, this is when this happened. I was playing basketball in high school, and I was just having a bunch of knee problems, and my coach was like, go see the athletic trainer or whatever. So she told me, yeah, you probably tore part of your meniscus. So then I went to see an orthopedic surgeon. He's a family friend, and he was like, took an MRI, did physical therapy, the whole nine, and he's like, honestly, like, we could go in there and operate, but we really don't need to. And I would feel bad doing that when I was only 17 in the middle of my senior year. So he decided not to operate on it. So then I just carried on. And then a couple years later, it started bothering me again. So did physical therapy for it in like 21, I think. And then it was fine. And then it started bothering me again. But then this most recent time, I really did something. I was personal training. I was interning at a university with their strength and conditioning team. So I was on my feet all day, pretty much doing exercises. And then on top of that, I was also playing in a soccer league, and I was taking kickboxing classes. So in this one weekend, I just overdid it. Like, whether it was my soccer game, my boyfriend and I went to play pickleball, then I was kickboxing, I think all of the things and then the gym I work at, we were doing conditioning with sprints. And so I just think something in there. Look how fucking cute my dog is. Anyways, so I overdid it, right? So they kept thinking I tore my meniscus. That's what I've been told for months. Tore your meniscus. And I was like, I really don't think I did. That was just my personal opinion. What do I know, right? So then I find a new doctor, and he says that he wants to scope it. So arthroscopy, we go in, and it turns out I did not tear my meniscus. Like I've been saying, it was crazy. He did end up trimming it though. So your meniscus is kind of like a horseshoe. Like, you have your medial, this is my right leg, your medial and your lateral meniscus, and he ended up trimming both sides of it. But he said that there was like a fat pad. So there's a fat pad of tissue that was covering my kneecap, and it was pretty much like if you took a piece of cloth and like pushed it down against your knee, that's what this tissue was doing to my kneecap. So we had to cut that tissue so my kneecap was able to pop back into place. And then I had a bad stack of tissue or cartilage behind my kneecap that he had to clean out, and he ended up like trimming something about the patellofemoral or something. He ended up trimming like my knee cartilage. So he ended up doing like 7 different things. So though there was no ligament repair, and by the way, your meniscus isn't a ligament. Your meniscus is cartilage. So it's best case scenario to mess something up to your meniscus versus a ligament, obviously. So since there was no repair, the recovery wasn't going to be as bad, but he did so many little things that it's just been tough to feel comfortable moving around after this. Like, he reshaped my kneecap. So it was, and then like my kneecap, and then the things on the sides of my kneecap, and then behind my kneecap. So it's just like a lot of things that happened. And he pretty much said that the sack of bad cartilage behind my kneecap can be seen as a pothole. So like he went in there and like cleaned all the debris out. But over time and over the years, as I keep working out and moving and going over that pothole, it's probably gonna get worse. So he said it wouldn't be unlikely that I'm gonna need another knee surgery in the future, but I'm not gonna think about that now. Obviously, I'm just gonna think about recovering. So that's just what happened. So like I said, it could always be worse. My recovery is probably only going to be like 4 months, but it's also, I think, the fact that I've been dealing with this injury for 7-8 years. is what's been really tough as well. So just excited to recover and get back out there. And I'm doing physical therapy 3 times a week and started blood flow restriction therapy. That's super interesting. It's pretty much where they put like a tourniquet on your leg and then you have to do exercises with it. And it's really tough, and it's pretty much equivalent to doing a HIIT workout. It's supposed to help you reach hypertrophy sooner and help you produce muscle growth so quicker. So that's my spiel, and thanks for tuning in.